If you work at OOPS, you're doing research and development. If we're not researching or developing fast enough, the protocol's there to put the fear in us.
Oops.
Somebody messed up. When one of us makes a mistake, the whole facility pays for it. I know it sounds harsh, but it was in our contracts and everything.
Sorry, I didn't catch most of that because I was busy processing the fact that this station actually is called Oops. So, yeah, this place is called Oops, and I even understand why, but I can't quite get past that.
Yep. Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. Auntie Cleo's naming and branding department's the best in Halcyon.
When you say they are the best... See, again, this is one of those circumstances where we seem to be speaking the same language, except we also don't. It's kind of confusing. What do you mean about taking a walk off a turbine platform? So there's outside platforms here, you know?
Just a feeling I got. Every day was the same as every other day. I felt like I was stuck in a circle, you know? Started imagining what it'd be like to break that circle. Station goes in a circle around the planet, so what if I just dropped off the edge? But after what I've seen, after what happened, I don't want that anymore. I want to live.
Bizarre, isn't it, really? You spend almost a year going slowly mad and thinking of killing yourself, and one absolutely awful massacre later, suddenly you want to live. People are strange, really. What is the purpose of this facility? What are you making? Is it something absolutely horrific that's going to make me want to massacre everyone myself?
I'm not making anything. The research team, they were brewing up some improvement to Auntie Cleo's anthracyllin. Science stuff isn't really my area, though, so I don't know more than that.
Okay, well, science is definitely my area, so why don't you go off? I've got a ship, you can have a lift, I'm gonna go and fix everything, because that's what I do. That's why I bring the hammer. You need a lift, yes?
Do I ever? Drop me off on the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time.
Groundbreaker. Shh. No, sure, go on, go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll just hide in a crate or something. You won't even know I was there. Here.
Okay.
This is my official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours.
Okay, yeah, sure, thank you. One thing, though. Do we not have a spare room? We don't actually have a spare room. We've got Sam's room is not really... Please don't hide in a crate, because to be honest with you, I'm a little bit worried that, you know, well, that one of the other crew are going to open the crate, panic, and shoot you, you know. It's... Or worse, Sam will try to clean you up. That could be particularly messy. Cell stability monolens. Like a microscope, but strapped to your face. Good for seeing things you really wish you hadn't. That sounds very science-y. It actually looks kind of badass, really, doesn't it? That's very Captain Chaos. And it also gives 25% more damage to headshots and weak spots. Spacer's choice. Wait a minute. This is a Spacer's choice item. Are you allowed to use that? You're Auntie Cleo's. Isn't that sort of like... It's probably why you're giving it to me, isn't it, really? It's probably considered contraband. Okay, so we've got automechanicals that will almost certainly try to murder us. Not that that's a problem. We have what does seem to... I'm guessing you don't mind if I, take a few... Oh, there's a vending machine over there. I can just take everything. I can take everything. I'm assuming you don't mind, since I am giving you a lift out of here. Oh, she's gone. She definitely doesn't mind. Okay, right. Just gonna peek. Just gonna peek.
You think it's supposed to shake like that?
The station.
I'll keep it down.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go back down. Go down. I just want. I wanted to peek a bit to see what was, but it's a completely new area. I thought maybe it was just a small hidey hole or a sneaky way in there, but apparently not. Right. Before we go any further, let's just check here for clues, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, what'd you find?
I found sprats and stuff. Loose lips, pink slips. Wait, is that basically saying if you talk, you die? I mean, pink slips is their way of saying you're fired, right? But in Halcyon, you're fired. Really, it's akin to saying, you know, aim fire, so to speak. Okay, you know what? I can't be bothered using the vending machine again anytime really soon. So let's... I'm going to be picking it up. I don't know why I'm even pretending I'm going to try and be sensible about my looting. Pancake mix. Mock apple cider, maple syrup, pancake mix. Alright. There's a little side of me wanting to not sell this and just pig out a little. And just... That sounded kind of nice, you know. Oops. Okay, so where does this go? Ah, perhaps a sneaky way down into... there. I mean, I'm guessing we're going to have to clear the entire place, really. Jasper Low can be found in the technician's room on the 2nd floor of the orbital station. That is upstairs. So this is absolutely the wrong way, and yet I sort of just want to nip down there and see what I can... Ah, no. There is an elevator. Actually, I think that is probably how you're supposed to get up to the 2nd floor. Little counterintuitive. Oh. Oh, yeah, there you go. Toilets. And I need to get changed for this.
You gotta teach me that.
Yeah, you really should talk to Felix. You really should. Okay. Oh. Let's... Are we going to take that for a run and see? Okay, let's disable the security systems. And headshot should do... Okay, no, where's the weak spot? The weak spot's there. I can't really... You know what? Who cares about a weak spot? Just... Really, is this not dead yet? Why is this not... Look at... Oh, combat drones. Boom! Smack!
Everyone all right?
Yeah. To be honest, though, I'm not sure doing extra damage on the vulnerable bits is going to be a huge thing. I mean, really, these vulnerable bits are pretty hard to hit with a hammer. And generally speaking, for people that their headshot, probably not going to need that much more than the hammer, really. And that is a lot more art. That is a lot more armor. Right, so this is the elevator. Okay. Let's just... That is probably the sneaky way up that will allow us to get the drop on any auto-mechanicals that are patrolling. Not that we need it. But, you know. Okay.
Hey, you got it open.
I'm beginning to think they're just patronizing me a little. And smack! Oh, actually,
Here we go.
the vulnerable...
But the best.
The vulnerable bits on those are actually pretty easy to see. You know what? Not needed. Not needed. Anything else up here? Have I got a weird vapor trail following me when I've got this, hammer out? I do, don't I? Okay. And in the vulnerables! Yeah, maybe the monocle would actually allow me to, like, take them down in one shot.
Had to hurt.
Well, it is a drone. I don't think they actually feel pain. We could ask Sam.
Investigate.
Looks like
Investigate this! See, now his vulnerables are... Their vulnerables are just a tad harder to get to. It's not the last of them. There is one down... Go away! I think I see someone. Let's just deal with this thing. Where are your vulnerables? Where are they? I can't... Okay, you know what? None of that jumping away thing. Thank you very much. Are you gonna... Is he gonna land? Where are you gonna land? Come here. That doesn't look very vulnerable, but I don't think it matters, because if you hit things with the hammer often enough, they usually break. Oh, you found another one. Well done. And... smack! Yeah, I'm just...
that's what you get.
Right, out of curiosity, is this... Ooh. That's locked. Okay. We do have somebody here. Is that...
No, that won't do it all. Jasper, you imbecile.
I think that's Jasper.
One team is a tragedy, two teams is a blunder.
Hello, Mr... What are you doing? Hello? Okay, I think we're dealing with another crazy person. Scratch that. We're dealing with someone who's high as a kite. Hi. The person talking to you right now is real.
Shush. No talking. Concentrating.
Please don't shush me.
Damn it. I almost had it. The formula was in my mind and I almost had it.
Literally in your mind,
So
yes.
close to a breakthrough, I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest.
No. I'm not manifesting. I'm actually here. Unless by manifest you mean I arrived and hit everything with a hammer, in which case, manifesting, yes. I'd appreciate it if you came to your senses. I'm in a hurry. No, I'm not. Well, What formula are you talking about?
Sky High. My magnum opus of psychostimulants.
Okay, that is a good
I
name.
feel like I've already explained this to the last hallucination. Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination. This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive?
Why do I feel like you're more amazed at meeting someone who's real than a hallucination? Okay, Let's skip introductions. I need access to the camera. No, I was going to ask you the same thing. What happened here? When I figure that out, I'll tell you. Alex, hold on. No, I was going to ask you the same thing. What actually happened here?
All sorts of things. Science, mainly. A little bit of research.
Okay.
If you're talking about all the dead bodies, that'd be the pink slip protocol.
That was...
That answers that. Next question.
Okay.
Do you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
Something tells me he's not looking for caffeinoid, Captain.
Look, we all know you're here to interrogate me. If I'm going to go through this ordeal, I'm not doing it sober.
Offer him something. Only the do we have anything for him? Do we have anything for... I need you to tell me what's going on. Just, do we have anything for him?
New friends mean new birthdays to keep track of. And I can't spare much room in my mind palace for frivolous trinkets of information. But in this case, I'll make an exception.
What do we have? Do we have anything I need? Okay, I need you to tell me what's going on, first of all. Interesting device you've got there. What are you... Yeah, what are you taking?
You mean my inhaler? It's designed to deliver a highly concentrated dose of Sky High right through my respiratory system. The formula's still a work in progress.
Okay.
Clears my mind for a few precious moments. The rowdy tenants of my mind palace stop their chattering, and in that silence, I experience clarity. Inspiration through inhalation. That's Sky High, or it will be once I perfect my formula.
Okay. You could do with some inspiration. Relax, take an inhale. Okay, I'm not totally sure I want you to... I don't know how relaxed I need you to be. Be slightly relaxed. Take a breath, yes?
Doctor's orders.
Dr.
Come on,
Ellie
boss.
said.
The guy's already hurting. Maybe we shouldn't be pushing him like this?
Oh.
Who's he, what's he now? Take an inhale?
Oh, are you saying it's
Yes.
bad?
Yes, an excellent suggestion.
No. Felix says that's bad. I don't know why I'm deferring to Felix in this.
Much better. My mind is clear. So are my sinuses, in fact.
Okay, they're right. Okay, I need you to tell me what's going on.
Auntie Cleo instituted the pink slip protocol. Fancy marketing term that translates to, we're not satisfied with the quality of your work, so we're revoking your lifetime contracts.
Right.
Can you believe Auntie terminated my entire team?
Yes.
Terrible setback. For my team, I mean, not for me. Not this time. I'll continue the work on my own if need be.
Wow. A terrible setback for them. So you're actually expressing sympathy for them, not for how it will affect your work. Congratulations on actually surprising me. Don't you care at all that your team died? Well, he seemed to care. Didn't he? Well, he said it was a setback. I mean, it's not exactly Mr. Smushy emotional, but by Halcyon standards, that's at least an acknowledgement that somebody else mattered, didn't it? Or am I just misreading this man, probably? Do you care at all that your team died? Don't you care?
Of course I do. Why'd you figure I've inhaled myself into such a detached emotional state?
Okay. Okay, that...
Obviously, it's so that I can care far less, and thus continue to operate at peak efficiency for the project's sake.
Yeah. At least you've got your priorities in order.
Yeah, no, I don't...
This ain't exactly my business, Doc. But you obviously need help. Maybe put the inhaler down for a while.
Yeah, actually, I'm with Felix
Good
now.
thing I couldn't give a whit what any of you think.
Okay. So you care, but you're trying not to... See, that... I don't even know how to feel about that. I'm just flabbergasted. That's the... What exactly does Auntie Cleo have you working on? I want exact details. What have I told you to inhale? I thought it was going to relax you. But Felix is making me nervous that it's going to kill you. What exactly does Auntie Cleo have you working on?
Auntie Cleo wants us to develop Anthracillin Plus, a new and improved version of the original Anthracillin formula. And what Auntie wants, Auntie gets. Eventually.
Okay.
I was making considerable progress. I can't possibly fathom why they prematurely terminated the project.
I'm more interested in your work in Gorgon. I need to get to the chem lab. I am, but I'm fascinated by so many things. But Jasper, everybody's dead. Please stop lying.
I'm not lying. I'm carefully curating the truth for you. All right, listen.
Carefully
Auntie needs to be
curating
patient.
the truth.
I'll eventually get around to developing Anthracillin Plus. My priority right now is sky high. Once I perfect my formula, I'll be able to keep my mind functioning at peak performance without any pesky distractions. Like feelings.
Okay, that's really not good. That's not good. It's going to remove emotion from you, so you won't feel good about anything you do. Oh, or bad. And that's the primary thing, isn't it? You said this was the second time you'd lost a full research team. You did.
Auntie had been threatening to instigate Pink Slip Protocol for months, though I honestly didn't think they'd have the stones to do it. I was on the verge of giving Auntie the results she wanted. Well, almost on the verge. Approaching the verge. The point is, I didn't think this would happen.
It's Auntie Cleo. What did you expect?
Bureaucratic procrastination and some incompetent saber-rattling. Before I was traded, I worked on Project Gorgon. I lost that team by attrition. Management turned the screw on my team. Forced me to fire 1 in 10 researchers. The few of us that remained were overworked and exhausted. We didn't have much of a security detail. I don't know how the primals got loose, but my team didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, I know this is painful for you, but I need to get into the chem lab. Tell me what happened. That's terrible. I know. Lawrence Goodfellow gave the order to downsize your team. Yeah. I actually do, not with a boss like you. No, I know. Lawrence Goodfellow gave the order to downsize your team.
You've done your research. Yes. The unfortunately named Mr. Goodfellow decided his ego was more important than our research. We were designing a drug the likes of which Halcyon had never seen. A veritable panacea that cured lethargy and guaranteed a lifetime of productivity. I was overwhelmed, overworked, frustrated. Forced to submit unfinished samples, failing to meet impossible deadlines.
Yeah, couldn't you chat with someone? Talk to someone? Yeah? No?
The only people I knew were either struggling with the same problem or causing it. I started self-medicating to enable my genius to perform at a greater capacity. To forget. To endure. To feel nothing. Project Gorgon was in its final days when the primals attacked our lab. It wasn't long until Spacer's Choice authorized my transfer to this facility.
Right. Human Inquiry was testing adrenotime on people. Why did you need primals in your lab?
Human Inquiry was supposed to be responsible for testing adrenotime. Under normal circumstances, the chem lab wouldn't have had to perform live tests. But creative incubation pressured my team with impossible deadlines. The prototypes we delivered to Dr. Blakesley at Human Inquiry were poor because we were rushed. I had to begin experimenting on my own. I had to perform my own tests, so I used primals. They're not the best choice for test subjects, but I was working for Spacer's Choice.
That was seriously reckless. Yes. As a fellow scientist, I have to say I'm very disappointed.
Whoever reached greatness by coloring within the lines. And besides, my lines often move around on the page. My point is,
because you're
I was
hard.
doing my job. I was doing science. I will continue to do so until my mind or my body expires.
That may have been an unfortunate choice of words. You were traded to Auntie Cleo. Does that sort of thing happen often? Yeah, that's about you. You were working for Spacer's Choice, and now you're working for Auntie Cleo. I thought that was unheard of.
Not at all. Such an event is incredibly rare. Few workers understand the truth of their value to society. Me? I'm worth 5 measly lab coats.
Dr. Blakesley mentioned as much. Maybe when you're not high. Yeah, just, no, Dr. Blakesley mentioned as much, actually.
She would. No doubt she'd stuff my brain in a jar if she could. Do you know what she quoted to me one time from some rubbish Earth book? Looked me right in the eyes and said, "You are a brain, Jasper. The rest of you is a mere appendix."
Yeah. I met her. Had a lot of difficulty not hitting her with a hammer. I need to get inside. I'm sorry, but no one should be dehumanized. They shouldn't! That's bloody terrible.
Worry not. These days, I never feel anything at all when I recollect prior events.
Oh, wait. I did want to get round to the whole facility on Gorgon conversation. What do I win it? All right, so what does Auntie Cleo have you working on? You've already told me this.
Auntie Cleo wants
You've
us
already
to
told me
develop
this.
Anthracillin Plus, a new and improved version of the original Anthracillin formula. And what Auntie wants, Auntie gets. Eventually.
Yeah, okay.
I was making considerable progress. I can't possibly fathom why they prematurely terminated the project.
Okay, right, okay. So you were all right. What else do we have? I'm interested in your work on Gorgon, and I need to get inside the chem lab.
No, you don't.
Yes.
There's nothing interesting in the chem lab.
I do.
There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all.
Wrong.
Gorgon is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt. The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead.
Sounds familiar. Someone's been warning me to stay off Gorgon. I'm looking for Dr. Ambrose's journal. My business on Gorgon. Yeah, no, that does sound familiar. Somebody's been warning me to stay off Gorgon. I'm assuming it's not you, though. No, doesn't. Yeah. No, I am after the truth, young man. I'm after the truth.
The truth? What are you, some kind of hero from those old contraband serials? Digging through corporate secrets, stopping at nothing until you discover the truth? If you set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me. That's all I ask.
This sounds like one of those problems you could fix on your own. Your colleagues are dead, Jasper. Don't you think you should... Yeah, to be honest with you, don't you think you should? Don't you think you should quit?
Not that it's any of your business, but I don't get to quit. My colleagues are dead, and yet I live. So I don't get to quit. Take the elevator to the storm platform at the top of this facility. Reactivate the turbine, and I'll give you the access you want.
That really does suck. Okay, sure. Yeah. That's really quite depressing, isn't it? Oh, and I think you should listen to Felix and maybe go a little easy on the huffing. Definitely. Take it from me, I know the dangers of puffing too much. Dr. Low's Sky High mix. We're going to need that for something, do you think? Just something we're going to stick in the, Right, here we go. TTD drain rate for actions minus 80%. A small dose of highly potent caffeinoid. It will reduce the cost of actions during TTD. That is pretty powerful. Keep away from small children unless they're having trouble concentrating on their homework. Yes. Yes, if you're a terrible parent and your child is having trouble with their homework, just feed them pure caffeine. What could possibly go wrong? Right. Just want to see what's in here. Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. Anthracillin Plus team. Welcome to the project. What is Anthracillin Plus? Anthracillin Plus mint flavour. Works on humans plus canids. Just added a plus sign to the name. As you can see, branding is still working out the kinks, but luckily we've plenty of time to finish this formula before they finalise the packaging and slogans. Now let's get to work brewing a bigger, better version of anthrocillin. Reminder, friends don't let friends self-test their concoctions. Somebody needs to tell the lead scientist that. Project update. Notice, effective immediately, team were temporarily redirecting our efforts to perfecting Dr. Low's proprietary Sky High mix, which maximizes genius and productivity. After sampling Dr. Low's Sky High mix, the team agrees this will enable us to reach our original project goals better in the long run, and so is worth a momentary detour. Project data. Files available for access. Meeting notes. A note on today's meeting notes. This record is abbreviated due to an unscheduled chemical leak that permeated the meeting room. The resulting and immediate inhalation of noxious gases caused double vision, hallucinations, and uncontrollable sense of giddiness and projectile vomiting. Side effects occurred in all meeting participants. That should have been an interesting meeting. As such, we cut the time block down to 1 hour from the standard 2-hour review, probably to leave an hour to clean the room up. Meeting notes. Dr. Low, where the devil is Sullivan? I told that numbskull if he missed one more staff meeting, Yates, he couldn't make it, Doctor. He caught his hand in a specimen splicer again. Oh, you mean his remaining hand? Ordine, not anymore. Snickering. What was that? I heard something. Nothing. No, I'm sure it sounded like a... Perhaps it was your imagination, Doctor. Right. When isn't it? Jasper, when isn't it? At any rate, he'll require a replacement. Ordine, for his hands. Dr. Low, don't be asinine. For his productivity. We can't risk falling behind. Not now. Not when I am at long last on the cusp of a breakthrough. I mean, look, I'm a scientist, and I appreciate scientists and science and sciencey kind of things, but it's always worrying when scientists use the words at long last, okay? You're balancing the mixture then. Marvellous, Doctor, whispered to Yates. Bootlegger. Louder to Dr. Low. I'll have Kel put it... Obviously not low enough to not get picked up by the log. I'll have Kel put in a request for a personnel transfer. If we're very lucky, we could get a new body with the supply drop coming next month. Elsewise, we'll have to wait a year. No. This is unacceptable. I distinctly smell a hissing sound seeps through the vents. Dr. Low. What imbecile scheduled the testing release in this time block? The room is allocated for self-testing on Thursdays only. Laughing. Yates, I don't. Vomiting. End of meeting. Testing data. Sky High Mix Test Concoction 009B. Administered to Raptidon. Raptidon exploded. Administered lower dosage. Raptidon exploded, but more slowly. Sky High Mix Test Concoction 009C. Administered single drop to self. That does not sound sensible. Woke on the turbine platform, naked, drenched, and holding a handful of severed sprat tails. Right, that would explain the tail of the sprats. I suppose you should be glad it didn't explode. Test Concoction 010, misplaced calculations. Test 010A plus added mint flavouring. Excellent. Tested on Canid, breath markedly improved. Canid exploded. Okay. Progress report. Milestone 1 met. Milestone 2 met. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 not met. 10 not met. 12 in progress. Okay, that was fascinating. Bit of an obsession with mint, really. Yes. Loose lips. Right, now, this one was locked.
How'd you do that so fast?
The question is, I'm not These are the tailless sprats. And we now... Well, we don't know for sure how they lost their tails, but we have a pretty good idea of, you know, the motivation or lack thereof behind it. What's this? Where will this lead? Wait. Where on earth is this? Central. Do we even need to come here? I'm sort of like. I'm thinking perhaps I'm spreading my looting range a little too far. I just want to make sure. Do you mind if I come through? I hope not. Right. Just here.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
Yeah, I just wanted to loot this area before we moved on. You know, we're not really looting. We're checking for scientific clues to see if we can piece together more of what happened here and perhaps, you know, find out a bit more about Jasper. Use the terminal. Password disabled. Notice password input disabled. Too many failed password attempts. Okay. Last login. Perfect recall when the numbers and letters were swimming around on the page at the time. Doesn't help with... Okay, excellent. Incoming messages. From E. Mora. Subject, last and lethal. To lead chemist Jasper Low. From Anti-Cleo's corporate headquarters, Chief Efficiency Inspector Dr. Eleonora Mora. Subject, a last and lethal warning. Pink slip protocol will be coming. Advisory notice to the lead chemist at Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. No satisfactory results have been submitted in 11 months. Pursuant to clause 0059 yada yada yada, if measurable and material proof of progress are not approved within 31 days, station personnel may be found to be in dereliction of duty and as a result could be prematurely terminated. And Cleo's corporate headquarters Special Committee for Auditing and Management. Who cares about your health more than Anti-Cleo? Nobody. Postscript. Jas, my darling genius. As you are likely now well aware, I must humbly regret to inform you that my exhaustive efforts to protect that beautiful, oversized brain of yours and consequently its nefarious agenda are in fact failing faster than your rumoured last project on Gorgon. I repeat, the corporate hounds are onto your dodgy scent and it's made them thirst and bay for blood. If I cannot supply the executive floors with tangible, undoctored results, and soon, I'm heartbroken to report that Pink Slip Protocol will be initiated by a majority vote and the project will be scrubbed wholly and completely. I trust you understand the full weight of what that means. One canned project is an embarrassment of epic proportions. Twice is unforgivable. Please, 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 I'm begging on bended knee, send me a working prototype at this stage. Even a fatally flawed one will do. Save yourself and your lab coats before this reflects poorly on my permanent record. Eternally yours, at least until the next failed delivery milestone. Your Chief Efficiency Inspector, Dr. Mora. Outgoing messages. Nora Mora, my once darling. As you are likely now well aware, I don't want you to beg. I don't want you on bended knee. I don't want anything except to feed this infernal, indefensible, insatiable need. I am so close, so very nearly on the cusp of salvation. Then, and only then, will I send you that blasted Anthracillin Plus. A ludicrously simple modification I could formulate in my sleep, were I ever able to sleep. No longer yours, no longer anybody's, but that elusive and fleeting embrace of chemical virtuosity. With regret, Jasper, you understand, do you not, darling? From the very first test, from the very first accursed step, every path, every infinitely random dice roll of emerging cosmic roots was leading us to this same destiny. That destiny being getting high as a kite on some new drug, apparently. Drafts. Okay. Pink Slip Protocol. This is to Jasper. No, sorry, this is to Scam from Jasper Low. Pink Slip Protocol. Really, you hullheads went there. Never would I have thought you'd stoop so low, or more accurately, be so moronic as to cut off your own noses to spite your faces. True, the project was delayed, but we all know I would have delivered more than adequate results eventually. Once I'd ascended to the highest peak of my genius. We were less than months away. Not that I'd expect a pea-brained layman to understand, nor is wasted on you lot. I am wasted on you lot. And might I just add, though I might have invited you to do your worst, you did try your best, but I'm still alive. Nevertheless, I do go on, and I never ever forget. Payback will be swift, oh yes. I scarcely think you'll see it coming. Just as soon as I've perfected my formula and can focus on other matters, then you will rue the day you pink-slipped the great Jasper Low. Buffoons, eternally misunderstood and undervalued, and still misappropriating your precious company resources, the employee formerly so known as Jasper Low. Should I send that message? I'm thinking we don't. That seems like one of those messages where you sort of write it in anger and then later on think, yeah, that was a bad idea. Orbital station keycard. Yeah, we got a keycard for the orbital station. Okay. I'm curious as to... Because that is where we're going. That is going to take us to the platform, right? Where would we have come out had we gone through the other way? I am now wanting to reconnoiter this station a little more. Oh no. Alright, yeah. Here. What would have happened had I gone here? Okay. Right. So out of curiosity, I tell you what, let's just clear this area and see if there are any more clues as to you know, what is going on. I mean, we kind of know what is going on, so at this point it is just sheer nosiness. Okay, is this the janitor's workplace? Verity's breath inhalant. Okay, we're getting a lot of different breath inhalants. Alright, okay.
I won't tell.
That's good. And of course we... Storm cannon! We have got a storm cannon. What the hell is a... Okay. Forged from materials found in the atmosphere of Olympus, not recommended for use by anyone suffering from lightning-related trauma. Well, I don't suffer from lightning-related trauma. I'm still feeling that. Let's have a look at this. Okay, excuse me. It's just no, we probably shouldn't be shooting windows and things with this. I want to check. Where's the terminal? There's the terminal. Don't break the terminal. Okay. Okay, so it's just a... It's a lightning lobber, is what it is. It's a lightning lobber, which is fine and everything. I mean, it's cool. I'm just, you know, I'm not saying much of a use for it that couldn't be solved, with a hammer. Okay. Ooh. Disable hostility protocol. Probably a little late now. Probably a little late, but I do have I do have. Do I have the option to? I do. Okay, excellent. Disable sentry hostility protocol. Excellent. The hostility protocol for the mechanical sentry assigned to the command deck is currently disabled. Oh, so it's just the ones on this deck. Please ensure all human resources have been properly disposed of in Anti-Cleo's biorecycle containment units. A team shall arrive to close down the lab and recycle functioning equipment within the next 90 days. Hostility protocols have now been deactivated. Have a safe and productive workday. That is nice. Site safety engineer log. From the manual. In the unfortunate event of a necessitated downsizing, the most senior site safety engineer or sole member of on assignment shall initiate by mandate of anti-corporate headquarters the pink slip protocol manufacturer's directive included within all automechanical stationed at the facility. It's good to know that every single robot around you is programmed to murder you if needed. From the site safety engineer, sit there and guard the red button, they said. Sounds like an easy paycheck, I said. I'm not going to live in a secret lab in the middle of a gas giant storm-riddled atmosphere, my ex-wife said. No one told me I'd eventually have to press the button I was guarding, the pink slip protocol button, that final choice between diligent duty or my friends. On second thought, let's be honest, they were never my friends. Once I've disabled the protocol and scrubbed the labs, I'll ask corporate for a reassignment. I hear Emerald Vale's real nice this time of year. Ah, well, it's so nice his conscience got the better of him. Recent security complaints. The following complaints have been filed with the site safety engineer's office regarding sprat tails in coffee. Complaint. Whoever keeps cutting off sprat tails and dropping them into innocent, unguarded cups of coffee needs to cut it out or I'll cut off something of yours next. It's not funny and I'm tired of cleaning up coffee-coloured vomit. Reporter. Junior Custodial Servant Gracie G. Goldmain. Regarding lost cards. Complaint missing Queen of Hearts, 5 of Clubs, all aces, and the 3, 7, 8 and 9 of spades. Last seen on my desk in a solitaire spread. Reward if found. A friendly game of whist. Even if not returned, we can make do. Really, come play with me. Betting not required. Or we can place bets if you'd rather. I've got a couple of packets of sugar-free 0% sweetener left. I could barter. Reporter, receptionist, Kelly. That is somebody extremely desperate for company. Regarding power outage thefts. Complaint. Some thefts have been happening each time the power goes off, and the power keeps going off for longer each time. Coincidence? I think not. Folks are getting antsy as the year and the storm stretches, and that makes them mean. Reporter SSE George, self-reported. Can we find the security officer? That's a scientist. You don't think that was the one, do you? I mean, I think the idea was he presses the button and then he gets away with it, right? I mean, that's I'm guessing what his plan was. Although, let's face it, I wouldn't put it past Auntie Cleo's to have made it so that as soon as he's activated that, he gets retired as well. And I have to say, if you're the sort of person that's willing to do that to your colleagues, there is a certain ironic justice to it happening to you. Okay, so we're back here. Right. We have pretty much checked everywhere and all the terminals as far as I can see. Let's get out there onto this turbine. Onto the turbine platform and sort this thing out for our mad scientist. And we will do that, of course, as soon as we've finished checking for more clues.